Flooding affects normal life in the San Francisco Bay Area as the state braces for more rainfall this weekend. Helicopter footage from KGO shows flooding in a neighborhood in Marin County, California, where some residents used a kayak to navigate through the water. According to KGO, seasonal king tides have impacted Marin County and can flood roadways, parking areas, and shoreline infrastructures. California, soaked from days of relentless rain and recovering from mudslides in mountain towns, was hit with a powerful storm Christmas Day that led to evacuation warnings and high surf advisories. On Thursday, the National Weather Service issued a flood watch for all California counties and a coastal flood advisory through Sunday afternoon along much of the Pacific coast near San Francisco. Meanwhile, residents in the areas hit hardest by last year's devastating Los Angeles area wildfires were under evacuation warnings.
A powerful winter storm is disrupting travel at one of the busiest times of the year. Ice and snow have grounded flights, slowed highways, and placed millions under weather alerts. From the Northeast to the Great Lakes, holiday plans are being rewritten in real time, and another round of dangerous weather is now lining up on the West Coast. The winter storm arrived at the worst possible moment between Christmas and New Year. Across the Northeast and Great Lakes, airports and highways were hit by snow, ice, and freezing rain. More than 2,000 flights were canceled or delayed in a single day, stranding travelers nationwide. Since Friday, at least 2,700 flights across the United States have been canceled. Thousands more were delayed, according to flight tracking data. Major New York airports, JFK, LaGuardia, and Newark, issued snow warnings, alerting passengers to ongoing disruptions. Ahead of the storm, New York Governor Kathy Hochul declared a state of emergency across much of the state. She urged residents to delay travel and stay off the roads while plows worked to clear accumulating snow. Officials warned that even short trips could quickly become dangerous. The National Weather Service warned of hazardous conditions stretching from the Great Lakes to New England. More than 13 million people are under winter weather advisories. Another 7.7 million remain under winter storm watches, with risks ranging from slick roads to power outages. The most serious warnings remain in place for central Pennsylvania, the New York tri-state area, and parts of New England. Winter storm warnings covered New York City, northern New Jersey, Long Island, the Hudson Valley, and western Connecticut. Forecasters say conditions may ease, but impacts will linger. While the east digs out, attention is shifting west. A series of powerful winter storms is threatening California with heavy rain, strong winds, and mountain snow. Meteorologists warn of dangerous travel conditions as millions prepare to move for the holidays. The National Weather Service says multiple atmospheric rivers are lining up over the Pacific. Southern California could see its wettest Christmas in years, raising concerns over flooding, mudslides, and debris flows, especially in wildfire-scarred areas. Officials are urging residents to stay off roads whenever possible. From snow-covered runways in the Northeast to rain-soaked highways in California, the weather is reshaping holiday travel across the country. Emergency crews remain on alert as storms move, weaken, and reform.
Well, it's very cold, and it was very unexpected. Like, we looked at the weather on Monday, and it was like, oh, there's no snow.
We're from West Virginia, so we're not from here, right? Going here for our 3-year anniversary, which was yesterday. We realized it's gonna snow like hectic. We didn't even think it was coming.
The city's working pretty well to get all the roads salted and everything, so it's all right.
I think it was absolutely beautiful. We're from North Carolina, so it was great to come up to New York and see the snow.
Safety is of paramount concern this week because, as you know, we're expecting a strong winter storm with heavy rain and wind to begin tonight through Saturday, December 27th, with the National Weather Service anticipating the heaviest rainfall today, tomorrow, and on Christmas Day. A flash flood watch will go into effect today. Please consider heading over to family or if you're going out of town before the rain is set tonight. Staying off the roads whenever possible keeps you safe and frees up the lanes for our first responders and public work crews.
We're just several hours away from the onset of a major storm system that Mayor Bass had mentioned that's going to affect many Angelenos during the Christmas holiday. This is the type of storm system that affects the area approximately every 5 to 10 years or so. But what makes this storm unique is that the brunt of the rainfall is expected to occur right through Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. My bottom line point, if you're planning to be out on the roads during the Christmas holiday, please reconsider your plans. By the time we get to late Wednesday through Friday, many areas will likely be experiencing significant flooding along with rock slides and mudslides.
Californians brace for more powerful storms. Christmas cheer has been swallowed by catastrophe. A powerful holiday storm triggering heavy rains that brought flash floods, mudslides, and gusty winds wreaked havoc across large parts of Southern California. Flash floods slammed communities from Los Angeles County to the mountain towns, triggering mudslides that buried homes, destroyed roads, and forced mass evacuations. Local officials said at least 3 people died. California's Governor Gavin Newsom declared a state of emergency on Wednesday in Los Angeles and other Southern California counties. The storms, which were expected to continue through Friday, brought 11 inches of rainfall to some parts of Los Angeles County, prompting evacuations and shutting down major roads. Emergency responders have had to perform several rescues, including people stuck in vehicles as floodwaters rise. About 100,000 people in the state were without power as of Thursday evening. One person was rescued by LA firefighters from a drainage tunnel. Some 380 households in Los Angeles County in burn scar areas have been ordered to leave. For families, this Christmas became a nightmare. Their homes were swallowed by mud and water.
And the sediment is all the way to the top because the wash behind just completely overflowed. But one of many places. But my dad woke up yesterday morning, or I woke up at 8 a.m. with a phone call from my dad saying that the firefighters had just rescued him. And I said, from what? And he said, from 2 feet of water in my apartment.
And then at some point I decided that the cats that were still here, because Granddad got rescued but the cats did not, I wanted to come and help them out because I wasn't confident that they were going to live. So I came down here, hiked here about 1.5 miles from my house in the rain, trenched through all of this stuff and got the cats out one at a time. Unfortunately they all live, they're all okay, just a little bit scared, but yeah, they're still fine.
It looked pretty intense while you were getting out them. Were you worried about getting through the water?
A little bit. You know, I've got a little bit of experience backpacking and the like, but ultimately my thoughts were it's either a major inconvenience for me or the cats might die. I find it kind of fitting because the holidays for me are supposed to be about being together and about helping one another out. So being able to be given, as bad as it sounds, kind of an opportunity like this to get out and help folks, I enjoyed being able to get out and help, so I'm okay with it.
Anyway, so I called a friend that was on this side of the town and has a Jeep, and he came down and was kind of here as backup, and then another guy that has the Jeep, you know, was here as like a second backup, and they weren't needed. But they're the ones that filmed it. And I was really grateful for that. And then our friend Greg, drove him and the cats to get them delivered to another friend who Cynthia has been so nice to keep the 3 cats.
One.
Cool. So, I mean, like 8 people or something involved in all of it. And that, to me, is the beauty of this town. Wrightwood is an incredible community. And I thought what my son said about this all happening on Christmas was really poignant. But this community, whether it's floods or fires or now this, they really pull together and they're out helping each other.
The U.S. Weather Prediction Center said that numerous flash flooding events are possible. Meanwhile, another powerful storm system is threatening to soak Southern California with its wettest Christmas in years. Forecasters warned the additional rain could increase the risk of debris flows in waterlogged areas scorched by wildfires in January. Areas scorched by January's wildfires were under evacuation warnings, and Los Angeles County officials said Tuesday they were going door to door at about 380 especially vulnerable homes, ordering residents to evacuate because of the risk of landslides and debris flows.
We got some sandbags, but we figured with this whole downpour coming for the next couple of days, we have a pool, so the pool might overflow, and then plus we have all the debris from up there, from up in the fire area. So I was just like, I'm gonna go out, grab some sandbags, you know, just so we're safe, because our house is like a little bit lower, so it's at a slope, so the water can come in. So we've had that issue before. So trying to keep my family, you know, like dry. Yeah, we're hosting everyone, so you know we're going out for Christmas Eve. Still we're not gonna let it affect us, but you know we got cameras, so we're gonna keep an eye on the house. But and that didn't really affect any plans. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm a big guy, but I did cry because we didn't know if we would come back to the house or not. We were very, very lucky to come back to the house, because so it came down to about New York and hit a couple houses, did a total 180. So just kind of went above our house, like went right back up in the mountains, which sucks because I have friends who've lost their houses and they're rebuilding, but I mean, it's taking forever. They're in like this tiny shack now. But I asked my parents, they're like, no, we wouldn't move. We would stay here because, you know, we've been here all our life, and I don't picture myself, you know, leaving, but maybe in the future for work purposes, but right now, staying here, man. Stick with it. I've been here, you know, we expected every January, you know, the Santa Ana winds. But mixed with this would be like kind of the first time. You know, at least we have rain this time. God forbid anything happens. But it's I kind of got scared because we woke up to a like a flash flood alert. It was let me grab it right here. It says imminent threat warning, national service. It's basically a flash flood. So that kind of scared me, and I was like, okay. So that's kind of what prompted me to go outside, you know, put the sandbags out, grab some more.
So what made you want to come get some sandbags?
Because my lower basement area has flooded, so trying to take care of that. No, I'm just happy to be able to get the sandbags to take care of my property.
California officials have urged holiday travelers to avoid the roads. As the storm set to intensify, the spirit of New Year's festivities has surely dampened.